Hello everyone, I am Grand Royson. Welcome to new video. Epilogue. Kiyotaka and Suzun meet on the next day, pondering about the strategy she has come up with. As Kiyotaka starts walking, Suzun is about to say something but decides against it until after Sudo's case is settled. After arriving at the classroom, they get surprised when seeing Eri has already been there and she tries to greet them. 30 minutes before the discussion, Kiyotaka leaves the classroom, telling Eri he isn't participating in the discussion. He also tells her not to get worked up and she says she wants to do her best like everyone. Kiyotaka then tells her that he wanted to talk to her about something later. Kiyotaka goes to the special building to meet the 3 C-class boys, who have received emails from Kushida to come. Kiyotaka says he wants to talk but Ishizaki gets irritated and the 3 start to leave after knowing Kushida isn't coming. However, they unexpectedly get stopped by Ichinos. She accuses them of lying but Ishizaki still claims Sudo started the fight. Ichinos points out the school could have punished Sudo immediately but chose not to and that they know C-class has been lying. While Ishizaki laughs it off, she mentions the security cameras and points to one installed in the hallway. Ichinos also points out another camera on the other end, causing the boys to be in disbelief. She also says the student council president has seen through everything and, even if they manage to get Sudo suspended for a day, they will face expulsion from the school. She then asks them to withdraw their complaint as it would be best for both classes. Ishizaki frantically tries to call someone but Ichinos threatens to report the security footage to the school right away. They finally give in and agree to withdraw from the case. Later on, Kiyotaka and Ichinos talk about the case while they are uninstalling the cameras. Ichinos and Kanzaki, together with Professor, have bought and installed the fake security cameras during lunch break. Kiyotaka promised to return the points he borrowed from Ichinos. As she mentions that she wanted to tell him about something, Kiyotaka suddenly remembers about Eri and rushes away, with Ichinos also starts chasing behind. They arrive at the entrance of the electronics store in accordance with the tracking data on Kiyotaka's phone, then quietly watch Eri being confronted by the clerk. The clerk has sent hundreds of letters to her room and claims it's destiny for him to see her. Eri, however, rejects his confessions and throws his letters to the ground. He then pins her against the wall as she desperately tells him to stop. Kiyotaka and Ichinos proceed to act as a delinquent couple that caught the scene while taking pictures of the clerk. He tries to make an excuse but Kiyotaka threatens to expose him with the pictures they've taken if he doesn't stay away from Eri. The clerk gets scared and races back inside the store to escape. Kiyotaka quickly holds Eri as she is about to collapse. He mentions the fact they exchanged contact information and encourages her. Ichinos is curious about Eri, and after she's given permission, Kiyotaka explains about Eri being a former idol, making Ichinos excited. Ichinos then introduces herself to Eri. She also tells Kiyotaka that C-class's Kakeru Ryuin was the one behind Sudo's case, as he also caused a dispute between B-class and C-class. 10 minutes before the deliberation, Suzun and Sudo arrive at the student council room. Shortly after, Manabu, Chabashira and Sakagami also come. They notice Kiyotaka's absent, with Suzun saying the results will be the same even without him. The C-class boys then appear, but nervously ask to withdraw their complaint. Chabashira chuckles while Sakagami gets angry and asks if they were threatened. They reaffirm their decision and Manabu mentions that they have to cover payment of points to withdraw, to which they agree. After the case has ended, Chabashira reaches out to Sudo, who then gives his apology to both her and Suzun. After he has left for club activities, Chabashira asks Suzun on how they were able to get C-class to withdraw, but she says it's a secret. They talk about Kiyotaka, with Chabashira telling Suzun to learn as much about him as she can before it's too late, and that he is the most defective student in D-class. Kiyotaka meets Sudo outside the student council room, who expresses his happiness and heads back to his club. Kiyotaka then sees Manabu and Tachibana and they talk about the result of the meeting. Manabu then offers Kiyotaka a secretary seat in the student council, which shocks Tachibana, but Kiyotaka declines, citing he wants to live an ordinary life at the school. Kiyotaka then sees Suzune, who accuses him to have manipulated her to come up with the plan by purposely stating there were no security cameras at the scene of the incident. Kiyotaka realizes he has gotten involved a little too much. A male student, who appears to be Ryuan, approaches them and mentions about the cameras being set up. As Suzune asks who he is, he claims to be her opponent for the next time. Afterwards, Kiyotaka tries to head back to his room but Suzune attempts to stop him. She points out how he's gotten involved in this case despite claiming to dislike trouble and drawing attention. Kiyotaka replies he wants to help the first friends he's made. He then thinks about Ryuan's apparent declaration, Ichino's and Kanzaki from B class, and Suzune's goal of reaching A class. He then realizes that he only wanted to have an ordinary, regular life and that he knows himself more than anyone else and how defective he truly is. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share for more. Thanks you all, meet you in another video.